Good evening, and thank you for allowing me this time to discuss with you our district's technology game plan. My name is Kristen Worthley, and on behalf of the Technology Committee, I am pleased to present our vision, goals, and strategies for developing our district into a one-to-one technology district by the school year 2021-2022. As you know, our district has already made strides to offer our students 21st century learning opportunities through the use of interactive whiteboards, document cameras, LCD projectors, and computer access within classrooms. But we live, and our students live, in a digital world, and now is the perfect time to take the next leap forward and provide our students the devices and software they need to truly be 21st century learners through the use of Chromebooks and tablets for every student. Our vision is for students and staff to develop the technology skills needed to be active participants in today's digital world. To do so, these 4 skills must be developed: collaboration, communication, critical thinking, and creativity. The Chromebooks and tablets are simply the tools teachers and students will use to hone these skills within the context of today's reality. So how do we plan to get there? We have 3 main goals for this plan, which look at our infrastructure, student learning, and our connectedness to stakeholders. Our first goal is to assess our current infrastructure and determine where improvements will be needed. Our 2 biggest areas of concern are network needs and classroom design. While our current network is more than capable of handling the various devices and technology our district currently offers, it is not capable of handling the addition of 7,400 additional devices this plan calls for. To be successful in implementation, we must ensure that users are supported with a wireless network robust enough to handle the additional load. I think we can relate to the frustration we feel when the internet is slow. This is not a frustration we want our teachers and students to experience in the middle of a lesson. This would only detract from rather than improve the learning experience. We must also look at our classrooms and how they are designed. Many of our spaces were designed well before we stepped into the digital age. Small changes can make a world of difference and positively impact learning in classrooms. For example, proper lighting is essential to maximize the use of technology. If we have a classroom with windows that shine across the interactive whiteboards creating a glare, it could have 2 effects. 1, the teacher may limit the use of the board, or students may have difficulty seeing what is being displayed on the board. The simple addition of proper shades on the windows can turn that classroom into an environment conducive to digital learning. A look at all of our classroom spaces will be necessary to ensure that students and teachers have spaces configured for today's learning needs. Our second goal deals directly with student learning. Through the use of one-to-one technology, we project that students' 21st century skills related to communications, collaboration, creativity, and critical thinking will increase by 4% by the end of the school year 2021-2022. Today, we have a host of options through various software and apps to allow for teacher to student, student to student, and student to teacher communication and collaboration. Technologies abound which spark and support student creativity and critical thinking. We can connect students to real-world problems like never before through project-based learning. By getting an appropriate device in the hands of each of our students and teachers, we open the door to these possibilities in a way we have never been able to do before, and teaching students the skills they will need in today's digital world. Our third goal centers on connectedness. No one can do it alone. Without the commitment and support of various stakeholders, this plan will not succeed. We must engage our staff and administrators in ways that will allow them to see firsthand how powerful the tools of today can be in education. To do so, staff and administrators will be guided in establishing a professional learning network through tools such as Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. This personalized plan will allow individuals to take control of his or her learning and connect with others in the profession from all over the world. We also want to connect with our parents. Working with the parent-teacher associations and parent action teams, we want to open the dialogue and create spaces that will connect school administrators, teachers, and parents. Online tools such as blogs, social media, and e-newsletters can bridge the communication gap. This is an important component of the plan because, as I said before, we cannot do this alone. You may be asking yourself, is it really that important for our students to use digital tools in school? After all, that's not how we were taught, right? What's wrong with the way we've always done things? Why change? The answer is simple. Today's world is not the same as it was when we were in school. To best prepare our students for life after they graduate, we must incorporate the new skills needed to be successful in today's world. The International Society for Technology and Education has created standards for educational leaders, educators, and students. The Technology Committee has used these guiding principles when discussing and developing this plan. The complete list of standards as they relate to each of the goals is available in the written plans submitted for your approval. We've spoken a lot about how wonderful today's technology can be for students in education, but I'm sure there is at least one person here tonight who has the concern that we are opening up a potential floodgate to dangerous content that exists out there on the internet. Let's talk about safety. The safety of our students is paramount. Just as we have plans in place district-wide to protect our students from physical harm, so too must we protect our students from threats online. The Children's Internet Protection Act requires us to create an acceptable use policy to be shared with staff, students, and parents, and to implement appropriate filtering programs to keep our students from that inappropriate content that does exist online. Additionally, the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act aims to keep children safe online by requiring that online entities gain parental consent for online activities for children under the age of 13. We live in a digital world, and as educators, we have a responsibility to teach our students and families about online safety and protection. Shying away from the use of technology to avoid these situations or discussions will not prepare our students for the future. Instead, it robs them of critical knowledge that they will need to stay safe in the future. With any plan that involves change, there are naturally some challenges that will be faced, but our team has addressed these challenges head-on. This plan is purposefully designed over the course of 3 school years and 2 school budgets to help ease the burden of costs. By distributing the costs across multiple budget years, we hope to increase the district's ability to fund the project as needed to fully implement. Also, we do encourage the district to look into both federal and state technology grant programs, private-public partnerships, and the federal E-rate program to reduce the costs of bringing one-to-one technology to our district. Professional development is another key factor in the success of this proposal. This plan is as much about supporting student learning as it is about developing our teachers to be 21st century educators. We must make a commitment to providing ample professional development opportunities to our staff and teachers to ensure proper usage of the devices and technologies to maximize our results. Lastly is the concept of embracement. This is more than getting people to buy in. It's about embracing the change and helping others do the same. Our technology committee is made up of a cross-section of stakeholders from our various schools purposefully. First, we wanted to ensure a variety of perspectives were present. Additionally, these committee members will act as change leaders in their schools and disciplines. Change cannot come solely as a mandate from the top. We need individuals who have embraced our goals and are willing to be able to be on the ground floor to influence others to embrace the changes as we move forward. Working together, we will model the 21st century skills we wish to instill in our students through this plan. I want to thank you for your time tonight and your consideration. I am confident that the implementation of this plan will improve student learning outcomes and support the 21st century skills our students will need after graduation. Thank you.